What is going on, everyone? Welcome to G-Ball Vision. In a few recent community posts, I've asked the question of what kind of content do you want to see more of in the future? And aside from knives, the overwhelming majority has been quality EDC gear and quality budget EDC gear. So today I have compiled a list of over 15 EDC items that are going to be very affordable, right around $50, and a majority of them coming in well under $50. I will have all of these items linked down below in the description. We're going to kick this off with the Miguron Galatai for our folding pocket knife. First choice. These are going to come in right around $50. And speaking of EDC knives, let me know what you are carrying in your pockets today down in the comments. I love seeing what you guys are carrying. This knife here, coming in at $50, is a huge bang for the buck in my opinion. We're looking at 14C 28N stainless steel. Very tough, very corrosion resistant, and a very dependable steel. A nice drop point blade with a satin finish. We have a cutout, and we have a rear flipper for deployment. Really solid opening action for both deployments. Full finger choil there. Allow you to control this entire blade very nicely. We have semi-contoured green micarta handles, a green G10 backspacer, and then we are looking at a steel frame in here with a liner lock for our locking mechanism. And then we do have a milled titanium clip to top this knife off with a lanyard hole. It is going to be right hand carry only. This knife at $50 in those given materials is an absolute home run. Next up, we're looking at the Rake P831, and the unboxing for this knife just went live a few days ago. We are going to be looking at a pocket knife that comes in right around $47, and we're going to be looking at 14C 28N steel here again. It is a great steel, especially around this price point. We have that modified Wharncliffe looking blade with a satin finish. We are looking at a flipper tab for deployment, and it is a well-executed flipper and detent combo. The action on this is very, very addictive. We have a steel frame and a steel frame lock with a deep carry steel rollover pocket clip and a lanyard hole with a couple of standoffs here. But this steel handle has been weight relieved internally, and it is finished in such a way that it really reminds me of titanium. The edges have been heavily chamfered, and we have some nice texturing done on both sides. This is a solid pocket knife right here for $47. We're going to go to multi-tools next, and for my full-size plier-based multi-tool, I think none other than the Rocktool Gen R is the best buy if you're looking for an affordable full-size multi-tool. This thing is going to come in right around the $44 price point, which is absolutely insane. We have a full set of pliers, wire snippers here that are replaceable. That is awesome in itself. We have a 1/4-inch bit holder here, double-sided, and it does come with other bits, and they sell other bits. It is locked out by this back lock here. Really robust system, really good build quality. And then we have a nice little catalog of tools over here. We have a can opener, if I can get to it. We have a can opener in here, a slotted here. We also have a micro driver, a punch, a file, a mini slotted, and a diamond file here, along with a roller here. On the outside, we have 4 locking tools, one of which is going to be our VG10 drop point blade. Yes, VG10. To get a pocket knife in VG10 under $50, you're not going to find it. To get a multi-tool in VG10 under $50, that is absolutely insane in my opinion. Liner lock for our locking mechanism. We also have a nice size pair of scissors here that are also locked out by a liner lock. And on the other side, we have a serrated and gut hook along with a wood saw here, both of which are locked out via those liner locks. This is my pick for full-size multi-tool that has a set of pliers. We also have an included pocket clip, and like I said, this comes with bits and a pouch. If you're looking for something that is very versatile, I think the Nextol W2 is a good option. We have an adjustable set of pliers here. These are going to come in right around the $32 price point, and I have to say this is a pretty solid option for 32 bucks. The adjustable wrench is really nice. There's not much slop in the jaw, which even in semi-expensive adjustable wrenches, you get more play than this. So that's really well done there. We have 3 contact points, which makes that pretty durable in there. That's typically what you see. Sometimes you'll see 4, but having 3 in this little feller is nice. It goes up and down very smoothly, and you don't see a ton of multi-tools with an adjustable wrench. It's a good size. We can also open this up to a medium-sized set of spring-loaded pliers, wire snipper there, and then we do have a straight blade and a couple of other implements with a 3D Phillips, and that does lock out via a liner lock here. So if you really need to get into something, you can also use this in a T-grip or T-grip manner here if you really have to get into something. And then we also have a slotted and file here. Just a nice little multi-tool, especially at the $32 price point. If you're looking for something fun, looking for something fidgety in related to a cutting tool, I would certainly take a look at the tack knife zipper here. This is taking the EDC world by storm here. You can get these for under 50 bucks. You have the quick change blade here, easy to take it out, easy to slide it back in. You are done there. It's got good lockup, really solid OTF action. The switch is really well done. It is jimped on the top and bottom very well. It also comes to a nice peak, so it's really easy to manipulate this. We have a aluminum body with raised texturing, and that is saying a lot for something that comes in under 50 bucks. To have raised texturing, not recessed texturing. This is a different ball game and requires a lot more machining. We also have a nice deep carry clip here, and it is going to be reversible, making this an ambidextrous OTF. A lot of times you don't see the ability to carry an OTF left-handed, but in the case of the tack knife zipper here, you can get a full grip on this thing. It's going to be completely ambidextrous, and most of all, it is going to be nice and affordable. The next item I want to talk about is coming in from a company called Asperex. Now, these come in a 2-pack. They're right around $20 for the black ones. They do have other colors available as well, but the black is the most affordable. You're going to get 2 10,000 milliamp hour batteries. Now, most of you will know that I usually don't recommend getting these types of 2-packs. But I've been testing, along with Ashley, both of these almost on a daily basis from full to dead and recharge them for about the last 6 or 7 weeks now. And they have been holding up very, very well so far. So upon, early first impressions and kind of a very short-term review, this has been a solid battery bank, and I always recommend having several of these at your disposal. This one has the ability to not only have a USB-C in and out output, but you also have a USB-A output and a couple of built-in outputs as well, with a USB-C and a mini USB, which is ultimately very nice for those items that still are using a mini USB. There are some out there, and there are a few that I still use as well, so it's nice to have that built in. If you're looking for a better quality, I recommend going with Anchor, which I'll link those down below as well. But if you're looking for the best quality, then I recommend going with Nitecore. They have the ultimate battery banks, in my opinion. Those are, if I could only choose one company, those are the battery banks I would go with. These are both 10,000s and both different styles, but both very pocketable. These are both the same size battery wise as this one here. These are both 10,000s. This is a 10,000 as well, and it just goes to show that they are really ahead of the game when it comes to the tech for these batteries. Next up, we're going to move to flashlights. And for my main choice and my medium-sized choice, we're going to go with the new Woobin X2 Pro. I've had this in since before the holidays around Christmas time, and I've been using it almost every day since then, whether it's for my EDC flashlight or for backlighting here in the studio. I absolutely love the X2 Pro and all the capabilities and how versatile this flashlight is. We are looking at an aluminum body. We have a pocket clip here. We have a locking butt end, and it also has a magnet built in. If we pop this open, we have two rechargeable AA style batteries. You can use these rechargeable style. You can also use normal batteries, AA batteries, and it can also run off just one of the batteries. So if we take one of these out, we can just use this with one battery, which is, we have to move it to the right spot. We have to move it to the first slot. And we have to unlock it. There we go. There we go. So it can run off one battery. If you know, I think, no, it shouldn't matter. I think it's just because I had it locked out. There we go. Yeah, see, I had it locked out. There's a side switch here that'll lock you out completely, as I just displayed. You won't be able to do anything. But I think the capability with the batteries and the dual cells that you can use, that makes this a game changer. Then you have an adjustable aux light on the front. Depending on the model, this is the RGB version. They also have a UV version. They have black and white. This is adjustable up and down. Here we go with unlocking it again, going to the first mode. That's going to be our floodlight here. It is adjustable with this dial. You can go all the way up, go all the way down. It'll blink when it is all the way down. You can hold it in and it'll go to your red, green, blue mode. You can cycle through all the different colors with this dial here. And if we move this up, you'll see we have a bunch of different LEDs and different styles. That's going to give you the combination of a floodlight, a spotlight, and the combination for both. If we use this dial, we can go up, we can go down, and we can go through all the various modes. And then you'll see it'll blink when you get to the end. And we'll go back up here, and you'll see it go through all the different modes and blink again. But you can also hold in that dial, and it'll cycle you through all your modes here yet again. So this thing with the aux light, the main light, and all its capabilities, the ability to magnetize this, carry it in your pocket, carry it on your hat, and you can use a plethora of different AA batteries. The Woobin X2 Pro is a absolute home run at $46. And if I didn't say, it has a 1500 high lumen top out. Next up, for my full-size EDC flashlight, I'm going to go with the Sofern IF24. These come in right around $48, and we're going to be looking at a 2000 lumen top out. We do have a pocket clip here, a magnetic base, and then inside here, we have our rechargeable battery, which is going to be an 18650 here. We also have the ability to USB-C charge this thing. We also have a battery indicator light right here. And then this has the same similar ability as the X2 Pro, just in a bigger and more powerful platform. We have this rotating bezel here that'll take us into our aux light. If we hold our button down, it'll cycle us through all the different modes. If we go to our next one, that's going to be our red, green, blue. Here again, we hold it down and it'll go through all the various colors. And if we move it one more time, that'll take us to our main light. We can hold it down. It's going to rotate through our major modes. And then we can also double click it for a turbo. Watch your eyes. We're going to do a strobe, a triple click is a strobe feature at 2000 lumens. I love this flashlight and I use this all the time as well. For our standard small EDC flashlight, I'm going to go with the Rovivon AA145. These are going to come in under $30. There's a 20% coupon off 32. So it's going to take these down under 25 bucks or right around there, depending on where you live, taxes and all that stuff. But either way, under 30 bucks for the AA145. We have a dual pocket clip here. We have a magnetized base. We are also looking at here again, rechargeable AA style battery. Charge it right there, or you can throw it in a bay charger. You can also put in a standard AA battery here again, which makes this a game changer. Then we have a side switch here, going to be a double click to turn it on. It is going to be a single press to go through all the various modes. Watch your eyes. A triple click is going to be strobe. You can do a double press to... No. It's a full press to get the turbo automatically. And then as far as shutting it off, you just hold that button down. I really have become a big fan of this light right here, the AA145 from Rovivon. Typically, we see keychain lights out of them, but this is a little bit larger, and they really knock this thing out of the park. For my wallet choice, there's going to be no other choice. If you're looking right around $50, in my opinion, there is no other wallet that I would go with other than the Travax Original 2.0. This is USA made. They're like 45 bucks right now. I paid more than that when I first bought this. Now, I haven't retired this wallet, but I've been using its older brother, which is quite a bit more money, about triple the cost of this one. But I use this wallet for about 3 years, and it is a solid wallet. A nice compact fit. They have different colors you can go with. You can put different paracords in here, whatever colors you want. This can hold up to 10 cards, and you have a money clip back here. Just a nice form factor. You can also put this in the back pocket, front pocket, put it in a pouch. When we go on various vacations, I take this with me and just put a few select cards and a little bit of cash in here, and I throw this in my front pocket, and then that way I'm very small on my footprint with my wallet. Absolutely love the original 2.0. Next, I want to talk about keys, which isn't something we often talk about because I guess it's not a truly interesting topic. And for the most part, my keys have remained the same. Now, I added the 3 ways for the last 3 or 4 years that I've been carrying my keys to my keychain right now just to show you all 3 implements. But before that, I used to use a key bar, and I still use it, but it stays in my truck as like a backup set of keys. So I like the key bar, but I think it can be a little bulky in some instances. The main thing that I recommend personally, if you don't have a bunch of keys and you're trying to be minimal, is going to be this Key Unity KM03. These are like 20 bucks, made out of titanium. You have a nice pocket clip. I put this through a couple of years of construction. Now I have a JRW one here as well, which I really like. It's just a little bulkier, but it's like 2-3 times the price of one of these. So I can't really recommend this. And this is a homemade clip, leather clip, which I do use this in conjunction with this. It's just nice to have both features, and it really don't take up any room. And sometimes I split Ashley's keys with my keys, and vice versa. Sometimes I like to pop stuff off, and this comes with this quick detach key ring here that is also made out of titanium. I'm just a huge fan of this, and when I want to go really minimal, I can pop that off real quick, and I have my truck keys right there ready to go. But that is my keys. That is going to keep things very simple. Truck key, house key, and my cap key, all done right there, ready to go. But then I also have garage key and other vehicle key, so that is a separate thing there. But Key Unity KM03, that is the best for the money. Now you're saying you need something, an organizer or a pouch or something to keep all this stuff in. Well, I got your back. From Daily Carry Co., they have two different sets of pouches. They have their mini pouch and then they have their EDC pouch. And I've rocked both of these extensively. Now, these ones are both brand new. I have ones that are all nasty and dirty and been used. I didn't want to put them on camera, but here we have the charcoal color. They have a bunch of different cool colors here. You can put patches on them. You just have an open slot in here. And I just used to throw all my non-knife implements in here, and then I'm good. I'm done. I don't care if half the stuff I was taking to work or whatever, I didn't care if it get marked up. It was stuff I used. So I would just throw it down in here, and I had all my other stuff right here. Pen, little pry bar, whatever I was taking with me, I could throw in here. But if you want a little bit more organization, they have a larger one, and we have a front zipper here that is completely open. Now, I have this set up as a tech pouch right now, or what is going to be a tech pouch. So I have batteries up front here, several different ones, double and triple A. And I think there's some CR123s in there. We have a 5,000 milliamp hour battery bank from Nitecore, which I highly recommend. A USB-C cord here, and then over here I have a USB-C rechargeable arc lighter, and these are getting replaced with some USB-C headphones. But anyway, there is tons of organization. I'm not done with this yet. I just started it. But that is the Daily Carry Co. pouch, EDC pouch, and mini pouch. The larger one's going to come in right around 25, which is really solid. We have these weather-resistant zippers here that are really well done. Then you have paracord with some shrink tube on them. Really nice, guys. Really good quality and really good quality YKK zippers. I really like Daily Carry Co.'s couple of pouches. They also have some older styles, and I'll have those linked down below in the description as well. I actually might as well show it. This is one of their other pouches. It's kind of an older style, but it has one of the things I recommend having with you once you start an EDC. But that is something just simple to write in. And I recommend these smaller write in the rain pads. And you can get different styles. I throw a couple Band-Aids in there as well. But just a place that you can make a note that you thought of or something, whatever. Maybe you need to leave a note, but having some good quality paper with you is a great thing to have, especially in my situation. I'm a content creator. I like to make lists, physical lists. I'm a huge proponent of that. And then here I have a Write in the Rain pen and then a brand new Sharpie that's still sealed, but keep those with me. This is kind of just a little, I don't know, maintenance pouch, I guess you could say. I got a Bic in there with duct tape, but really cool pouches from Daily Carry Co. And then I always recommend having some sort of memo style pad with you. Now, maybe you're looking for something that's even a little bit larger, and in that case, a high recommendation for me is what TomTalk does. This is their Sling 3.5 here. They also have a 1.5, which is going to be smaller, just a more condensed version of this. But I went with the 3.5. Right now, I have this completely empty because I'm using stuff that was in this for a different video. So this is completely empty right now, but we have YKK zippers. We have a nice Durtex buckle here, which is some of the best in the business. Really nice material. We have an orange backer, a large pouch up front here, and then a very large pouch here in the middle with a bunch of organization. And this gets pretty wide if you want it to, but it can stay pretty minimal if you want it to as well. These are going to come in just under 50 at 48 bucks. And then the 1.5s are down around 30. So both are a really good offering. You can fit a compact pistol in here. I was storing mine in this back portion here. Nice little zipper portion. But for a sling bag, for a casual looking one, I think TomTalk does a phenomenal job. Next up, we're going to that EDC pen. And for that, I typically recommend Bastion because they have some of the best quality and materials along with finishing for the money that you can get, in my opinion. This is their titanium pen. This is going to have a slight asterisk next to it. These are coming in at full retail at $55 and is the only item over $50. But I just wanted to put it on the list because that's a great deal for a well finished, well machined titanium pen. You might find some cheaper out there than this in titanium, but I will not take the chance on some of those. They are just not going to be mechanically sound. The Bastion pens that I have handled, which are many at this point, I have several aluminum and different titaniums. They are my favorite for the money, period. When it comes to an EDC full-size pen in titanium, these are going to be really hard to beat, and this has a solid bolt action mechanism at $55, and the pen is not too large either. Some pens can get a little bulky, but this one is a fantastic titanium pen and is one of my favorites to recommend to someone looking for a more premium pen than just your standard Bic or Zebra style pens. You guys will have to let me know, what was your favorite item from today's video? I love hearing from you guys. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. That always helps push these videos out there to more people. And if you're new to my channel and you enjoy knife, EDC, and gear related content, you're in the right place. Make sure you subscribe because I release daily videos just like this. I'll pop up a couple of new videos on your screen. Go check one of them out. Have yourself an awesome day. I will catch you on the next one.